All right, today we're going to talk about integers. But before we talk about integers, we have to make sure that we understand what natural and counting numbers are and whole numbers are. Okay? Natural and counting numbers are just how you would naturally count. 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. And it keeps going. Those are all positive numbers, okay? And it starts at 1 because that's how you naturally count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, whole numbers are natural numbers plus 0. Notice I added in the 0 here. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. All positive, okay? Integers are all the whole numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus their opposites, the negative numbers. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, so on and so forth. Okay? Today what we're going to do is talk about the operations of integers. So we're going to talk about addition of integers specifically today. Okay? Now if you notice, 4 plus 2, that's really just whole numbers over here. Okay? And we should all know how to add 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 gets us 6. But I'm going to show you what that looks like on the number line. Okay? When we start putting things on number lines, we start with this first number, and that's where we go to on the number line. This is positive, therefore I'm on the right side of the number line. So I'm right here at 4. But I want to add 2 to that. So 4 plus 2, I'm going to go to the right 2, and I get to 6. Now I went to the right because this is a positive 2. So 4 plus 2 gets me to 6. Now that's the same thing that we got, and we should all understand how that is. Okay? But what happens if they're both negative? I have negative 4 plus negative 2. Well, I'm not going to start all the way over here at the positive 4 because this is actually a negative 4. So I'm going to come down here to where the negative 4 is. Now notice I went to the left side because that's where all my negative numbers are on a number line. So I go all the way over here to the negative 4, and we're going to start there. Okay? Now I'm adding a negative 2. Okay? So I'm going to go to the left because again, it's a negative 2. So 1, 2 gets me to that negative 6. So I'm going to come over here, negative 4 plus negative 2. As we saw on the number line, gets us negative 6. And what this really tells us, when we look at this, is that whenever our signs are the same and we're adding them, we're just going to combine them and keep the sign of whatever these are. So I have negative 4 plus negative 2. I add them together, 4 plus 2, 6, and I keep the sign of what they are, negative 6. 4 plus 2, they're both positive, therefore that's a positive number. Now what happens whenever you have a positive and a negative? 4 plus negative 2. Again, we're going to start where the 4 is, right here on the right hand side, positive 4, so we start over on the right hand side of the number line, but then we're adding a negative 2. Well, the negative 2 tells us to go back to the left 2 spots. So we're going to go back 2 spots. 1, 2. And we got a 2. Well, what happened here is we actually subtracted these two numbers. 4 plus negative 2, 4 minus 2 gets us 2, and I kept the sign of the one I had more of. I had more of the positive number, therefore this number is positive. Well, we're going to do a couple more of these. So I'm going to come down here, negative 4 plus 2, and I kept these numbers simple so that we could understand the concept. Okay, negative 4, we're going to start at the negative 4 on the number line. Again, that's at the left. Okay, plus a positive 2. Well, negative 4 plus 2, because it's positive, we're going to go back to the right. So plus 2, 1, 2, and now we're at the negative 2. Again, We subtracted 4 minus 2, and I kept the sign of the bigger number, the one that I had more of. Negative 4 had more of the 4 than I did the 2, therefore I'm going to keep that sign, negative 2. Now, I want you to try this problem, pause the video, do this, make sure that you can do it, and then resume the video. I'm going to go ahead and go on. 6 plus negative 8. I'm going to take this negative 8 because there's more of this. I'm going to put it on the top. 8 plus 6. This one's negative. Signs are different. I'm going to subtract. 8 minus 6 gets me 2. Look, see which one I had more of. The 8. Negative. Okay? So, recap the rules. When you're adding integers, okay, if the signs are the same, you add them together, keep the sign. Okay? That's what we did here. Okay? Now, if the signs are different, we subtract them and keep the sign of the one that we had more of. Okay. Take a look at our rules. You'll have those if you need them.